Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today we will be painting a landscape and I will be using this watercolor paper from Etchr, which I glued on MDF board to stop it from warping. And I will be first using this larger flat brush from Raphael. All the materials I'm using will be listed in the description box, so if you want to check something out, you will find it there. I pre-wetted the entire paper and then afterwards I'm mixing a little bit of the turquoise blue and some sky blue, and I will add just a tiny bit of the pink to those two just to create a slight variety of blue which has a deeper tone in it. And also I will mix another batch, this time a little bit more saturated, using same colors. And I'm starting off with a yellow, which I want to place in a central part of my paper, just making it look like a sun glow. And with the blue, lighter blue I mixed in, I'm just painting in a simple sky. And also the bottom part where I do want to make it look like there is some lake or sea. And at the horizon line, just beneath the yellow part, the sunset, I'm adding one line still on a wet paper and it is bleeding on the bottom and on the top. I have tilted my paper, my board, to make it bleed to the upper part into the sky. And now with a clean brush, I'm just picking up the lower part, those bleeds, and just creating a little bit more of the just straight lines to make it look like a still water. Some turquoise just above my land, distant land, and slightly into the sky. You can make your land as dark or as light as you like. I did want to make it look a little bit darker, so I've added a bit more of the pigment and also a bit more of the pigment at the bottom part. And I'm using this smaller round brush for this. Picked up a little bit of the water just to soften those lines and a bit more of the darker blue at the bottom. I left it to dry completely and now I'm mixing same colors as I did previously, some turquoise blue, sky blue, and a little bit of the pink, and again same colors but this time using more of that pink, more of that violet. And I will be using just a tiny, very thin part of the sponge. You could have seen the sponge I've cut that part from to create my plants, florals, grasses, whatever you want to call it, in the foreground. And just with that very sharp, I guess very sharp, that's maybe a silly thing to say, but very thin part of the sponge, I'm just tapping in on my paper. And you have to make sure that you're using watered enough watercolors. There is enough water in your palette. So when you pick it up with the sponge, it does work. And you can basically use, I believe, any sponge you have. This one has bigger holes, so it's maybe a bit more convenient to tap in those dotty plants. And also added a little bit more of the pink and tapped it in. You could see that the bottom part is a little bit thinner and lighter, the top part, and the bottom part is a little bit darker and thicker. Now just painting in the stems, I'm using this brush from Lebenson. This is, I believe, Silver Fox hair, and just painting in those stems. And also I'm adding some grasses, wild grasses there. And it's a quite simplistic painting again. A nice project for practice. And added a little bit more of the darker paint at the bottom, some splatters, of course. Just where my flowers, where my plants are. And also I'll be adding more of the splatters all around, just to create a bit more texture. I did want to make the stems a little bit darker and thicker, so I've added a bit more of the pigment to them, and also to the bottom part of my plants. And with that, I'll be finishing off this painting, quite simple painting. If you do like this video, please hit the like button, share it and comment. And if you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm sure you will find something for yourself. There are over 400 tutorials there for beginners, intermediate painters, and I guess you will find something for yourself. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!